Hello, hello. We're back. Day 2 of the never-ending dime hunt, apparently. What's going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay there. Some things are out of our control. But we're back now. We're good. Hope everyone's having a good night. Bank 2 of the dimes. I got box 1 of Bank 2. Honestly, I'm hoping for anything at this point. There's nothing else to say, really. Yeah. We're hoping for super circulated. Just have a drop, a dab of silver in there. That's all we're hoping for. Separate bank. Not that always matters, but we'll see if we can make something happen here. What's up, Deborah? Good to have you here. Kevin, good to see you. Hope everyone had a good day. Nice and rainy. Pretty warm, though. Pretty warm. Come on, give us a nice early silver. All sorts of weird colors and dings and lots of different colors. That's somewhat encouraging. It's been in circulation. They were doing stuff. When I did my if there's any good way to speed up the arthritis diagnosis, it's doing this. But do it for the silver. It's worth it. How's everyone's day? How'd it go? How'd we do? Had an okay day. Nice quick day at work. Couldn't complain. Could not complain. Oh, and Deborah, while I was at the bank today, I did ask if they would consider letting me exchange pennies one roll for roll. And the teller said they would have to speak with the bank manager, but definitely gave it some thought. It wasn't an immediate no, so we'll see what that turns into. Hopefully something. Proof. It's 68. I knew that edge looked sharp. And finally, we got something in the rolls. I'll take that. Nice shiny edge. Shiny, shiny edge. Here we go. 2014. San Fran. And since it's not a silver proof, it's got copper in it. Since we haven't done anything for our video in forever, we gotta add this to the, we gotta document this, finally. Okay, update. We did 4 whole boxes of dimes from one bank and found absolutely nothing. We got these 2 Panamanian coins. This one is a 2008. This one has definitely been circulated. It's a 1982. None of those are precious. Nothing crazy. I'm now on box 1 of the second half of the hunt. We did $1,000 of dimes with almost nothing. This is the very first box of the different bank. And we just pulled out a proof coin. 5 rolls in. It's a 2014 San Francisco proof. Definitely a little scratched up, but yeah, I'm happy with a proof coin. At least there's proof of life in this box. It is a copper one. It's not silver. But hopefully that means we're on the right track. Please be nice to us. There we go. Who else is in here besides Deborah? Who's in here? What's going on? Live chat. There we go. Let's fix that. So finally, proof of life. My lights? Oh, that's what's happening. This light's all the way on the other side. There we go. Like, what? Why can't I? Why is it so dark over here? Or is that too dark? I don't know. Or too bright. I don't know. It's not another one right away, is it? No. Some new coins, but a lot of circulated. A lot of circulated. Be good to me. I'm hoping that the boxes from that first bank are just a fluke. But there is only one way to truly find out. We'll get something here. Gots to. Actually, you know what? I should probably do this. Hold on. Let's do that. Just in case. Okay, okay. Be nice. Oh, had my keyboard in the way. Howdy, hey Jacob, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Congrats on the on the war nickels there. Man, I forgot to ask my bank about a box of nickels today. Should probably do that. At least stock up on them. You know. Kind of am itching to do nickels. Wrapping up with work. War nickels made my coworker and I very happy. Does he or do they do coin collecting too, or just did you get them into it, or did they already know to look for that kind of stuff? You work at the bank, right? Or was it a bank or a store? 3 war nickels within a week. That's awesome. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, at the gas station, that's right. Who worked at the bank? I already forgot. Was that Brigden? Me, coworker, and boss all collect. Oh boy. So yeah, you got some competition in store, huh? In-house. No, you're not silver. Mm-hmm. Come on. Itching. Seen a lot more 60s than the other boxes, though. Yes, Brigden. Okay, who I cannot see. That's true. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe one of you is blocking the other. I don't know. I don't know. Something you could probably Google. Ooh, that's a cool color on that one. Oh, it is rainbow. I don't know if you'll see that. Oh, you can. Kind of. All I want for Christmas is to learn how to do lighting. There's like red and stuff on that. That one's really cool. I like that one. Googling sounds like work. You know, it kind of does. You're right. Usually I get stuck with the nickels and the pennies when they... Oh, I think they got the dimes and the quarters. So my bank said it was not a no yet to exchanging pennies for more pennies. It's not a no yet, so we'll see what that turns into. Because if I can, then might have some penny hunts coming up. Might. All I want for Christmas is a complete box of 90% half dollars. Every single coin. Yep. You heard it here first, folks. So if there are... if there is only 999 silver half dollars in that box, Deborah will be upset. It's got to be the full 1,000. Full 1,000. Mo dimes, you right, Otis. Hey, we're already on a proof, so I guess it's better than the last boxes already. New bank, new day. Gotta be silver in here. Gots to be. We can't be like Dave and go 8 boxes in a row. I'd like to get one of the last minted pennies. That would be cool. Yeah, be prepared to pay a few grand starting. I think the opening bids on those are like 11 grand. Actually, didn't those get auctioned tomorrow, don't they? I think some of them are already in the hundreds of thousands, like pre-bids. I'm going to just try trading like $5 in pennies. That should keep you occupied for a little bit. At least a day, right? I mean, I see someone on with a whole box of silver has on Facebook. Yeah, that post has been going around. I think I put it in the Discord too. Yes, I would be disappointed. No making you happy. Well, there is. With a whole box of silver halves. Happy for the day, at least. And then you ask for another one next day. Just sniped 3 silver proof quarters for 32 bucks. Sweet. Slabbed proof 69 and proof 70. Are they like state and national park ones, or are they older ones? Like eagles? Not a bad deal either way. You're pretty much under melt on them. You know what I made a deal for earlier this week, and I'm going to be picking them up this week, is I got 2 tubes of Washington quarters for 720 bucks, I think, was what we'd agreed on. I think it was 720. Melt value is 906. And we get to hunt 2 rolls of silver quarters. They're state, nice. So what does that come out to? What's 720 divided by 80? How many dollars per? It's like just over $8. 8 1/4 or something per. It's got color on both sides, sure. Oh, it is $9 on the dot. Okay. I feel like I thought did I do 720? How much does one melt for? I already forgot. One melts for 11.33 now. Maybe it was $9. I gotta go back in my messages. What did we agree on? Yeah, I think I did 36 times face, which probably in hindsight was a little high, but I think I did okay. Better than buying them for melt value from my LCS, so. So, maybe we'll be lucky. Might be a 32 in there, you never know. Or pick out some nice ones. Otherwise, just resell the roll, really. Did fine, plus there could be something good in the two. That's true as well, yep. And then tomorrow should be, at least it's supposed to be tomorrow if it's not delayed. I should be getting in the other tubes I ordered last week. I got a tube of dimes for 190, a tube of quarters for 360. That one is a bit more. Actually, it's the same I paid for the other guy. This one will have barbers and stuff in it though, and then a tube of $half for 350. Those should all be coming in tomorrow. They're supposed to anyway. Honestly, I haven't looked at the tracking, but with it being holiday season, I wouldn't be surprised if they're delayed. So we got a lot of silver coming in this week to play with. And actually, I'm buying... The guy had 66 Morgans, a bunch of $half and a bunch of proof sets. I'm buying those. I already made him an offer on the Morgans. I've already bought those. We're just negotiating the rest of the collection now. What does because a normal roll should be 450 now for melt value. But that's also my LCS lets me trade for melt value. So whatever I bring them, I can trade for ounces or whatever, or gold, or their 90% tubes, you know. So if I don't sell them, I can turn them into other stuff to sell or whatever. Don't know what circulated quarter rolls have been going for. Proof tubes of quarters are way over for, right. 500 is now becoming the new norm. Well, when the melt is 450, it makes sense. It does make sense. Pinkish. What's going on there? Bork. I've become addicted to proof quarters. It's not bad. You know, Deborah, actually, the first time you told me about, you know, sniping for proof quarters on eBay, I did go ahead and I bought some. And honestly, I put them in my drawer. I completely forgot about them. So I have 10 graded state quarters, I think, silver proof state quarters, proof 69 and 70. I got 10 of them that I bought a while ago and now forgot about. I bought them for just under, or at melt at the time or something. But that was a minute ago, so at least the melt is worth a lot more now. Forgot about those. Thanks for reminding me. Less than impressed with the amount of silver coming out of this box. Not gonna lie. We got a proof quarter yesterday, so yeah, we like proof quarters. It's not silver. Counts, right? See, if you're careful, you can still get proofs for melt. One day the market will catch up and the proof will be at a great premium. Yeah, exactly. Once silver settles down and has found its new place, the premiums can catch up again. Until then, we're kind of in a limbo where anything goes. Stuff could go for melt or it could go multiple times over. You never know. Very rarely goes under, but some people get lucky from time to time. Come on, dimes. Show me something. Give me a silver rim. Give me a Canadian. I don't care. Silver Canadian. Mind you. Maybe Loomis cranked up the silver sorting machines in my area. That edge looks pretty good. It just new. Nope, it is an inexplicably nice rim on a crappy coin. Gotcha. Got it. Come on, you're not gonna skunk me for 8 boxes in a row, are you? You wouldn't dare. Trying to think what to order for next week, because I think we will take a break for the dimes. I mean, I still got this next week's shipment coming in, so. We will still have dimes for next week, but. Considering maybe giving a $50 box a shot, just one. Maybe. What's up, TPS? Good to see you. I don't know. Might try that. More nickels. Went through a period in my middle 30s when I was getting divorced where I was buying the $5 gold commemorative coins, Old Mint, Smithsonian 2002 Olympics. Fortunately, it didn't last too long. Thought 300 for $5 gold coin was a bit high. Maybe I was a bit high. Hindsight's 20/20. That's what they always say. Alright, last roll of box 1. Oh, give us more than just a proof. Nada. Zilch. Not a zip zilch. Okay. Well, on to box 2, I guess. Oh, bank, what are you doing to me? Give me something. Something for the effort, cause I got a lot of dimes piling up to send back. Alright, box 2. Or I guess, if you want to be technical, box 6. I do want to get my hands on some pre-1933 gold. I think they're really beautiful designs, and thinking I might want to grab one soon. I mean, the edges look great. They look very circulated. Just when you think you got it figured out, where you can have nice coin hunts, the bottom's falling out. Yeah. Just when we were getting into the groove of having an ounce a week. Turns on a dime. Forgive the pun. The pun. Hey, TPS, you got any luck finding a bank yet that'll suit your needs? How did that end up working out for you? What's up, Brian? Welcome, welcome. You didn't miss much. We just went through one box so far. Well, if you don't count the 4 from yesterday. thing I didn't place any bets on this. Silver count? Buddy, there isn't even a count. There isn't even one. Our silver count is SOL. We got a proof though. Proof in the first box of the new bank. I was hoping that would mean a turnaround. Not yet, but I haven't really had much free time this past week. Gonna check a few more banks on Friday. Okay. How's your supply? you out of stuff to hunt, or you still got some boxes kicking around? Proofs are fun. Yeah, exactly. We'll take it. This is a 2014. Not bad. Definitely circulated though. It's a clad proof. So I got the proof quarter from last night. Now the proof dime. You see silver? Where do you see silver? I don't see silver. You're crazy. You cuckoo. You looking in your own safe, or? Because you ain't seen it here. My first ever proof was a dime. Yeah, they're actually not hard to find in dimes. I noticed that. We've gotten quite a few already. I do need glasses. There's nothing wrong with glasses. I'm officially out. I pulled 3 silver and 2 buffaloes from the last Maryland box, so they left me in a good spot. Headed back to Maryland soon, so worst case, I'm stocking up. There you go. Just order them ahead of time, so you can just pick them up and run with them. Dime time. What's up, Crummy? How you doing? Is that silver? No, it's clad. The dimes have not been nice to us. If I didn't already order dimes for this week, I would have switched already, but come on. But I think I definitely got to grab some nickels this week. Cause I had dimes and a quarter box already ordered. But I'll change my order for the next week. Maybe we'll take a week off from that, or I'll just grab like 2 boxes of dimes or something. Is Littlefoot streaming now? I wasn't told. Would have been there. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. I have 2 nickel boxes waiting in PA for me when I'm there over for Christmas. There you go. Oh, it was a video. Alright. So you wouldn't stream and not tell us, would you? What are you trying to hide it from? Want to find gold in them nickels. Whoa. I want to stop throwing rolls at myself. Who could do it? Like my inbox and Spaceballs coming the desert. I ain't seen shit. How you doing, Astro? Yeah, we ain't seen nothing. I mean, usually they say you ain't seen nothing yet, but this is more of a we ain't seen nothing yet. Just a short, but a good one. Short and sweet, one might say. The plan today was to do a short on, you know, any good signals I picked up from metal detecting, but nothing great really came out of rung up out of the ground. I dug 2 musket balls, and then broke my shovel in the ice, so it was a roller coaster day. Come on. I will take a 64. I don't care. Silver is crazy, so I'm buying, but it's scary. Yeah, I'm still buying, but I'm only buying from, I'm buying collections. Haven't bought from a store or anything. And if it's not under melt, I ain't touching it. You know, I thought it was funny. You know, I checked silver this morning, just over $60, 60 and a few cents, right? And I checked it throughout the morning, you know, from when I get up till about noon and all that, and still, just, it seemed like it stabilized, like it was happy, just at 60. And then, you know, I leave work, head home, and I check it, and boom, up $1.50. Just like that. Okay, guess it's not done moving yet. Under melt like 62? No, under melt like 55. Or 50. I have a couple tubes of silver, 90% silver coming in this week. It's supposed to be tomorrow. And I didn't pay anywhere near spot for it. Way under. I'm not really buying 999, sure, but all my 90, keeping it under. So you'll see. Hopefully soon. I mean, hopefully it all shows up tomorrow, like it's supposed to. But I doubt it. I bet it's gonna be delayed. But we'll have a couple tubes of silver to hunt through. Guaranteed silver instead of this game. We got a tube of dimes. It's a mix of rosies, mercuries, barbers, and seededs. A tube of quarters. It's a mix of Washingtons, barbers, and I think there was a seeded in there. Standing Liberties. And a tube of halves, all 90% Kennedy Benjamin. I don't think there were any barbers in that one, but it would be nice. And then 2 tubes of Washington quarters, silver Washington quarters. already locked in the deal for those quarters. Paid $7.20 for 2 rolls, and melt is $900 as of today. Crazy how it changes. But I think $7.20 was 38 times face, so. Something like that. No, 720 was 36 times face. Word of the month is snipe. Something I had been checking on eBay is the commemorative silver dollars. I think some people, they're not as popular, you know, as the Morgans and stuff. And so I think people forget about them. And I think you can get some close to melt commemorative silver dollars, and you can get them, you know, a lot of them are proofs and stuff like that. Lucky Luke, you hit the lotto? You're buying, not selling. No, didn't hit the lottery. If I see a good deal I can make money off of, why sit on the money that's not doing anything in my account, right? And the nice thing about buying the silver and stuff, if I'm getting it for under melt, if I can't sell them privately, I will just bring them to my LCS and they let me trade melt value for melt value. So actually, even for the price I'm buying some stuff, I can sell it to my LCS for a profit. Or at least a break even. So I don't really, when there's no risk, I'm buying them to look through them. It's the whole reason I buy mercury dime tubes, right? I want to look through them. But now I got the chance to do some other coins I don't usually get to do. But yeah, Deborah was asking me that, but she asked me if I robbed a bank. Not if I hit the lottery. Very different approach there. Very different approach. Can you get tubes of proof silver from your LCS for melt value? I don't think so. I've never seen them have tubes of proof. But if they did, I imagine they'd sell it to me for melt. They give me deals for just under melt for buying 90%. And I figured that out because I was at one of the monthly coin shows, and it's me and this other guy came up to the table. I was chatting with the owner and looking over the case, you know, and I already picked out my mercury dime rolls. And another guy came in and I didn't take all the mercury dime rolls. He grabbed one out and he asked him how much it was. I think they charged him melt value, which was 180 at the time, I think, 185. I think it was 180 that day. And I thought back, I'm like, 180, that sounds high. That's because they sold it to me for 170. One of them was actually 160 because I pointed out, hey, so these are pretty worn. You could see the difference in heights in the tube. You know, one stack was this high and the other stack's this high. The same bottom. Same amount of coins. It's just one of them was much older, so they're missing the weight. Had a lot of 1920s, 19 teens mercury dimes in it. So I said, can you do any better on that? He's like, yeah, 160, you can take it. I'm like, sure, I'll take it. Fine. Anything helps. Like, sweet, they give me discounts, and I didn't even know. Pays to be nice to coin shop owners. Eventually you'll bother your way into a deal or something. He forgot to bring me my fractional silver last time, though. Sad about that. But no, we didn't win the lottery. If I win the lottery, I think you'd know about it, because then out would start coming the gold coins and trade dollars, flowing hairs. You know, I don't think I'd be a very subtle one. Well, I'd be subtle about it in every way, but my coin collection. Actually, that brings up a question that I'm curious about. This is a question for you guys. Whoa, Otis, jackpot. I said blackjack. Jackpot. Way to go. You're the winner. Brings up a question I've been meaning to ask you guys, and I'm curious what the answers are going to be. Because I feel like we got many different kinds of collectors in here, or people who like different things in here. What is your bucket list coin? What's that top bucket list coin that you really want to have? If money wasn't an option, what's that one coin going to be that you really want to have someday in your collection? It can be bullion too, but I kind of want to know what the coin's going to be. You know? That is what I want to know. There we go. Mine is it's either the flowing hair dollar. Honestly, anything flowing hair, really. The flowing haired silver dollar, or a Nova Constellatio, like in nice condition. I like the Fujio scents too, but there you go. Deborah and I are on the same page. There you go. Yeah, the Fujio. 1793. Or a flowing hair half dime. You know, the one that's in the red book? The one that's all toned up? It's like blue. That thing. It's like the highest graded flowing hair half dime known. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe it wasn't the highest graded, but I just learned about PCGS photo grade, by the way. Okay, so maybe it wasn't the highest graded one, but there are nice toned ones. That one's AU58. For example, I'm referring to these. It wasn't the highest graded one, but this one is pretty. The MS65 half dime. And the blue one wasn't this one, but this one is the blue one. I think this is the one in the red book. I got some good colors in there. I just learned about PCGS photo grade for their app. And that actually is very helpful. Was it that? What's the one that says Disney? Proof shield nickel would be cool too, but it's really Maybe it's a drape bust half dime with the heraldic eagle on it. Is that what it was? I mean, these are pretty cool. The drape bust half dimes. I think the half dimes had a lot of cool designs on them, especially the older ones. Maybe it was the capped bust or just the bust. 1792. Yeah, it's this one that says half dime on it. This is the photo I was talking about. The 1792 half dime. It says half Disney. Like, that is some crazy time. I want like that one. And that is, which was that one? Yeah, it's probably a cool $500,000 by now, right? What do they actually go for price for pop? Okay, no, never mind. 1.75 million for the MS68. You know, maybe that one. Maybe that one. Imagine if America had gone with the turkey instead of the eagle, like they had originally proposed. We'd have turkeys all over our coins. I'm glad they went with the eagle. I am not upset about leaving the turkey in the dirt for that one. Or maybe the, what is it, the 1875 Carson City 20-cent piece? Maybe that one. One of those Carson Cities 20-cent. The mintage is like 100 or something. What's up, Relic? Sorry, I was watching my buddy Troy McCormick on a live podcast. Hey, that's fine. We've been busy finding nothing, so. Relic, I just posted the question to everybody here. I proposed the question. If money wasn't an option, was no object, what is your top bucket list coin? Bucket list coin. What would it be? If you could pick one, what would it have to be? Mine, I think, would have to be that bust half dime. The bust half dime, I think, is number one. Number two would be the uncirculated Fujio, the chain fence. And then number three would be the flowing hair silver dollar. For a real possibility that would be rather affordable, I'd like a high-grade Standing Liberty quarter with a full head. Serge just subscribed. Thank you, Serge. Appreciate it. Yeah, Deborah, I think so too. I want a nice 20-cent piece. You know, just a decent one. I want to have a 20-cent. Which the 1875s, there are common 1875s, I believe. So I gotta dump this box. Or at least just get rid of it. It's full. What's up, Glass? Good to see you too. Welcome in. The way the politicians are, should be a turkey buzzard. I like that. To dig, of course, 8 real or pine tree shilling. Ooh, yeah. Can't blame you there. I forgot about the pine tree shilling. That would be nice to have in a good uncirculated. Well, I'm gonna add that to my bucket list. I don't know where it goes in the ranking, but I'm gonna add that one too. Yeah, 8 reals. Forgot about that. I just bought a Standing Liberty quarter. That's cool. And a seated Liberty dime. Nice. I want a Fujio cent. Yep. Yeah, Deborah said that right away. I said that right away too. I think those are wicked cool. It's like that they say on the coin, mind your business. I really like the draped bust quarters. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Anything, you know, anything seated and beyond. I mean, even the barbers are beautiful when it comes to quarters and stuff. Like that, having that heraldic eagle on the back is awesome. Awesome. Turkey head ain't exactly pretty. Fair point. I'm glad they went with the decision they did. Glad they did. Alright, so we are closing out box number 6. Closing out box 6 here. I got 2 rolls left. What is a good price for the coins I bought? I want to know if I did good. You bought a Standing Liberty and a Seated Liberty dime? How much did you pay for them? It really depends on condition as well. Condition really plays a role with those older coins because they, I mean, if you paid melt value for them, you did absolutely fine, but really want a Flying Eagle penny? I have a few of them. I don't have really nice ones yet, but I got a couple that you can tell are Flying Eagles. Date, condition, rarity. Yeah, that all matters. There's that box done. Alright, box 7. Here we go. Statistically, our luck must turn. Statistically. Would be nice. Give me 1 second here. Look, they forgot to put dime rolls in your box, all empty. Did you notice it was light? Yeah, it was a little light. They also forgot to put silver in the box. Bunch of cheapos. Roll 1, silver. No. It's a very interesting one. I guess we have to average out the last 2 weeks, so I'm starting to accept my fate. I paid 8 for the Standing Liberty and 10 for the Seated Liberty, but it took a lot of negotiating, and they liked me. They're in really good shape. Yeah, if you paid $8 for a Standing Liberty quarter, that is $3 under melt. So that's absolutely fine. Even if it's wiped, you made money on the silver already. $10 for a Seated Liberty dime also is pretty good. If it's in decent shape, that's even better. Seated Liberty dimes absolutely wiped still will go for, you know, like $7 or $8. So, like, completely wiped. But if you can tell what it is, you can post a picture of them if you want to look at them. Just want to know if I did good. Do a post on your channel, like a community post, and we'll take a look. Because you said you can't get a Discord yet, can you? Otherwise, we'd have you put it in there, but I know they got restrictions. Honestly, yeah. I'd expect those prices to be the other way around, but if you got it $8 for a Standing Liberty quarter, that's incredible. That's on the floor. If you check the coin dealer that you purchased the coins from, you might be able to get a used red book an older year for not much money. That's true. A lot of shops will have coin collecting books, the folder, the the albums, and the red books, the old red books. I have a serious question. Isn't it likely that the more you look for silver, the more uncommon it will become? Silver becomes more uncommon in circulation by the hour. Yes. So we just kind of try to get lucky to either get a bunch, catch a bunch that were just dumped into circulation, the people didn't know what it was, or you're trying to catch a very old box that hasn't been circulated yet. So yes, but more coins do get put back into circulation by accident, or people not knowing what they are, and that's what we feed off of. I got a package about a barber dime too. Oh, okay. Feel like I paid a little bit for the barber, but I still think I did good. I paid probably what I should have paid for the quarter for both. Okay, so it probably all balanced out. But yeah, dimes, they're around, the melt's over $4, so the dealers probably sell them for minimum $5. Interesting thing. Yeah. No, it's what we're doing is not a new thing. People have pulled silver out of circulation since, silver stopped being issued. Because if we did this 10 years ago, we'd be pulling a lot more silver out. But I didn't know about it, so. But also, with the silver price shooting up like this, it's worth it to more people to look for them, So it's possible that, we just got an unlucky run here. Because again, the other weeks, the previous 2 weeks, or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was, those 2 weeks, we had great boxes, and those were 2 weeks apart from each other, so there's plenty out there still. It's just takes time to look through them. When I was a kid, I would go to the laundromat and spend an afternoon changing coins to their change machines. Maybe you could do something like that. My laundromat knows that. I mean, I don't use the laundromat, but I live near one, and I checked. I was out for a walk, and I'm like, what? I want to look. I walked in, and they had a sign right on it says change machines for customers only, and they had a camera pointed directly at it. So they know. They know. Well, Glass, don't worry. You got a lot of time ahead of you. This is a healthy obsession that you're learning now. It's good investment obsession. But yeah, make a post with your coins there. We'd like to have a look at them. Just let us know when you do. Mine was close enough we could ride our bikes there, yeah. I remember going on vacation as a kid, and the vending machine at the place we were staying gave you the dollar coins in change. So we just sit there and we turned like $50 into dollar coins or whatever, and spent dollar coins our whole vacation. Just to look through them, you know, see what we got. I was surprised the vending machine had that much in it. I posted them. I don't think that it did the pictures right. I think they went sideways. I don't know, I'm just posting it where you can look. Alright, hold on. Let's see. Channel. Let's see if anything comes up here. 100 subs again. Congrats. Posts. There we go. I see it. So yeah, they went sideways, but that's fine. So an 1891 hold. Still looks like there's good detail on there. A little tough to see the detail, but it looks like she's got detail on them. And honestly, I don't mind hold coins. The reason why is because if they're hold, that means people used them. You know, they actively were trying not to lose them. 1891. It's a common date. 15 million. That's probably why you got it for the price. Actually, it's the largest. Is it the largest minted seated dime? It is, by a long shot. So that's the most common date, 1891 Philly. But yeah, I think you did good on that one. It looks like there's some good detail on her still. Oh, there's the back. One dime. Standing Liberty. You can actually see the date on it, so that's impressive. It's a 29S. Or excuse me, 1929. Just having an SLQ that you can see the date on is impressive. 29S, 1.7 million, still considered a common date, but it's better. Still, it's probably only worth melt value, but that's not bad. I like that one. I think you did fine. You did absolutely fine. That seated dime is probably worth more than what you paid for it. I see the Liberty does have a hole in the top. Yeah, so hold coins, whenever you see a coin that has a hole in it, and it's mostly the older stuff, that just means that somebody punched that hole in it, and what they do is they would sew thread through it and sew it into their clothes so they didn't lose it. Because back then, a seated Liberty dime, you know, stuff like that, or any kind of silver for some people was a lot of money. So to not lose it, they would punch a hole in it and then sew it into their clothes. Or put it on a necklace, whatever. And then they'd break it off of the necklace or out of the thread when they needed to spend it. I think it adds character to some coins. I mean, it's done poorly on some examples, but some holes they were punched cleanly, so they don't look too bad. But yeah, just starting out, it's nice to have, you know, an example of that coin. You don't have to go for quality yet, because when it comes to older silver like that, quality comes with a price tag. You know, it's not cheap. Really not cheap. So I think you did alright. Thank you for taking the time to look at them and answer my question. Hey, not a problem. I'm a coin nerd. I want to see them. I like to see what people get. I'm hoping the seated quarter. I think I saw a seated quarter go into those tubes I bought, and the seated dime. I'm hoping those are somewhat nice. I'm excited for those because I saw them go in the tubes. Just gotta get them out. I just want to know what they are. You told me the same thing. I didn't know that. I thought it was super cool. Yeah, I think it's cool because it shows you that the coin was in someone else's possession back then, and they were scared to lose it. Halfpenny back then would buy a bag of candy. Yeah. Get nice current coins too. One day they'll be old too. That is true. And usually they're cheaper. They got smaller premiums for being modern coins. But man, where the heck is our dime silver? Where's it at? I keep a lot of modern coins. Can't wait for the new 2026 quarters. I hear they're going to be special for the 250th anniversary. Yeah, I heard that too. I saw some proposed designs. Some of them look really cool. Some of them I'm not a big fan of. So we'll see. They'll probably do multiple designs anyway. But the proposed design for the dimes I saw, I am very excited for. We're getting Lady Liberty back on on the dimes, and I think potentially the quarters. And I think that's exciting to have Lady Liberty back on the coins. I mean, Washington's great and all, and Roosevelt's great and all, but come on. Can we not go back to the classic Lady Liberty? Because any coin, if you think about it, going back, any coin that has Lady Liberty on it was a beautiful coin. Hands down, doesn't matter. You can make an argument maybe against the Barber dimes that James Barber made Lady Liberty look like a dude, but was it James Barber? Was that his name? I know the last name is Barber. I keep forgetting his first name. I think it was James. But the designer, James Barber, made the Lady Liberty look like a bit of a dude. This is a pretty cool toner. Let's see. Camera won't like it as usual, but there's some greens and reds and all sorts of stuff going on in that one. That one's really cool. Let's put that one up here. Rainbow. Yeah, I think it would be cool to go back in time and pick out a nice uncirculated Carson City 20-cent piece and then come right back. I'm cautiously optimistic that the powers at be, whoever decides on those coin designs, makes the right decision to put Lady Liberty back on them. Because I think that would be a very good decision. I saw some of the proposed quarter designs I'm less than thrilled with, but I don't know. At least they'll be different and new, right? At least they'll be new. Mm-hmm. Come on, dimes. It's like somebody picked these clean. Am I getting my returns back? No, because there's colors in it, but yeah. To me, the coolest coins are the Buffalo nickel and the Mercury dime, as far as look. Well, I can't argue too much with either. I love the Mercury dime. I think it's one of the best coins that they ever minted. Best looking coins, you know. Buffalo nickels, I'm okay with. I think I like the look of the shield nickels way better. Well, you know, if I had to pick a nickel, right? I think the design on the shield nickel is much cooler, but much more impressive. But I do like Buffaloes. Especially finding a Buffalo. Nothing like it. And I like the Flying Eagle penny, the Indian head pennies. Oh yeah. Mercury dime and the eagle back of the SLQs. I like the eagle back of the barber quarter. The heraldic eagle, I think, is one of the coolest designs because I like the heraldic eagle on the half dimes too. You know, with the wings all spread out. I mean, I do like the Flying Eagle on the back of the SLQ too, though. I mean, it's iconic. Haven't gotten a barber quarter yet? You'll get one soon. I'm sure of it. The reverse on those. I'm still missing a nice barber quarter. I got a key date barber half and a slab, but I don't have a lot of barber stuff. I just posted an 1884 dime, but not the back. Why? What's wrong with the back? I'll take a look at it. You put it in the Discord? Alright, let's see Paul's 84 dime. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Here, I'll screen share the Discord for the people who don't have Discord. There you go. Here are Crummy's pickups. There you go. But yeah, that's a typical better condition seated dime, you know. The fact that you can see Liberty on the shield is nice. Does that have a mint mark, Paul? Oh, you got Fatty Indian too. 61. That 62 is beautiful. Well done on that one. You got full Liberty on this one too, huh? 1872. That's a really small date, isn't it? Thing looks tiny. I like the twos on those Fatty Indians, the 1862. The font on the two. The 75 Indian. I also think that Indian head pennies, the reverse on those is beautiful. Didn't know you had a channel. He doesn't have a channel. He's just on Discord. I was screen sharing the Discord there. He just buys and he's a collector. It's not on my phone at the moment. Large cent and half cent are neat designs. That I can't argue with either. I do want a half cent one day. I still don't have one. I don't think so anyway. If I do, it's junk. What's up, Maple? Good to see you. We're talking about our favorite coins. You know, what else would we do? Oh, we gotta ask Maple the question, don't we? Maple, we posed a question to everybody. If money was no object, what is your top bucket list coin that you would have? top one. We already talked about ours. Mine's a top three because I can't make decisions, but it's a high grade flowing hair half dime, flowing hair silver dollar, or the Fujio cents, the original, some of the first United States currency, copper currency. Nice Fujio cent, like 1787 or something, or a pine tree shilling, 1600s pine tree shilling. First coin minted in the United States before it was United States. Couple of tougher dates. Yeah, that 62 looks beautiful. Let me know when you get your 1877, alright? Indian, to be clear. Back of an Indian is very intricate. I love the wreaths on those. Yeah, the hole can ruin it, but on the upside, the coin is cheaper if it has a hole in it, and it shows character. So it depends. Yeah, I think it's nice having some that are holed and some that aren't. You know, typically the ones that are holed are in worse condition anyway because they've been circulated, and the people who ended up with them, who put the hole in them, are typically poorer and definitely did not want to lose it, so they didn't care about keeping the condition of the coin. You know, they just wanted it to feed their family. I want a Fujio cent. Trinity guy $50. Whoa. Huh. Will do. My favorite coins is 2 gold half sovereigns my grandma gave me a long time ago. If money was no object, I would get a 1944 Tomback nickel and 1921 5 cents, 1921 50 cents. I forget what was special about the 44 Tomback. Can you remind me there? I know that was it's special. Just can't remember one. And your 1921 is a super low mintage. Or they're incredibly rare because they remelted those coins, right? Or something like that. Still trying to remember my history there. Pine tree shilling was 1952 for 30 years. You mean 1652? Because the colonists were trying to trick the British, I think. Honestly, I don't know the whole story behind the pine tree shilling. I've been reading about it, but I still don't remember. I've been reading about how it's how it was made, or how they think it was made. There actually is not any written history on it, really. I'll show you the book. 1 second. So believe it or not, I actually can read, to an extent. And we're at the library the other week. I was flipping through the hobby shelves, and they had a section for coin collecting. I came across this book. It's The Money of Pre-Federal America. So obviously it's the it's colonial and stuff, right? So let's just look where I was reading. I was actually still reading about the New York coin. But the very first one they talked about was the pine tree shilling, or the oak tree shilling, pine tree shilling, 1652. And they talk about how they think it was made, and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's very intricate. I think it's more of an it's kind of more of an opinion book because this part of history is very gray and not really well understood. And then it goes on and talks about some of the other coins that came out of there. Some really weird coins I'd never heard about, and some doubloons and stuff like that. So I don't know. I thought it seemed interesting, so I started reading it. It's a very technical book, but I've been doing my best to understand it. It's taken me a while. Hold on, I gotta refresh my page here. My stream is bugging. It keeps saying 0 people are watching, but you're actively chatting, so that might not have done anything anyway, but might have interrupted the stream for a second. But only 8,000 Tombacks minted, only 1 known. 1921 coins, lots were melted down by the mint. That one I remembered. The mint remelted them. Didn't know the 44 Tomback was only 8,000 minted though. That's pretty crazy. They kept the date the same for 30 years. Yeah, the date, I don't think the date ever changed. Honestly, I think it was always 1652. Like, that was the date on the pine tree shilling. Did they change it to 1692 or 82? Actually, is it in the red book? It should be in the red book. Should be pre-colonial or post-colonial. Well, that's the Nova Constellatio. Though that would be nice to have. But well, the one we were talking about, the Fugio. I think I think it's so cool because let me see where the actual Fugio is. That's the pine tree copper, state coppers. I might have missed it. Where is it? Bar coppers. I might have missed it. Well, it's right here. Where's the listing for it? I would like a Nova Constellatio. There's a lot of things I want. Hold on, let me... Well, this is all colonial now. So it's got to be back this way. What is the deal for a barber dime? Hey, if you can find them for $4 or $5, that's great. That's close to melt value. Maybe it's at the beginning of the... Oh, here we go. Here we go, Fugio. Contract issues they're under. So, what I like about the Fugio is... on the front it just says, mind your business. And on the back, we are one. I think that's the right mentality to have. I think that's really cool. But anyway, pine tree shilling is going to be colonial issue. It's not really even issued. Even the origins of it are not very well understood. So we're going to go through colonial. There we go. Willow tree. Okay, so they did have different... Well, these are all 1652. Okay, no. They were all 1652. They kept it for 30 years. They just stopped minting them in 82. Yeah. I wonder if it says. So So all of them bore the date 1652, which gives them the appearance of having been struck when Cromwell was in power after the English Civil War. Pine tree and oak tree. I do like the oak tree ones, but so crude, but I kind of like it. Anyway, I could stare at that all day, so I'm not going to. Y'all have your own red books. Okay, gotta dump this box out. So many dimes. I have to go back to the bank. Watching on my phone and TV. Look at that. Multi-streaming. The thing is, with any silver dime is at least worth the $4 of silver, that's in it. So if you can get them for $4 or $5, you're probably not ever going to lose money on it. Now, if it's nicer, you probably won't be able to buy it for melt value. You'll have to pay up a bit. And those prices vary depending on condition, year, mintage, mint mark. There's a lot that comes into play. So there's not one be-all, end-all price for a barber dime or a barber dollar. Barber dollar, barber quarter. Did not know that. Gotta get a red book. Yeah, no, you don't have to save up too much either. I mean, let's see, let's see what they go for now. I think there in the stream description there should be a link to it. A link to the red book link should be right at the top. Yeah, right there. Hold on, let me look. Amazon. Let's see, it's 2026 red book. So yeah, the spiral bound 2026 red book you can buy for $16 on Amazon. I don't know if that's a used one. Not that it really matters. No, it's spiral bound. Yeah. Amazon, $16.73. So they're not, you don't have to save up too much. I would buy them online, but again, you can probably look in the coin shops that you go to and see if they have any red books, like older red books. Because if it's 1 or 2 years behind, that's fine. You know, the prices in the book you're not really supposed to listen to anyway. But it'll the mintages will all at least be accurate. Should be. Silver, what's going on, Matt? Yeah, I haven't seen one. Have you? Look, a gold rosy. Gold. Yeah. You can also check your local library. They might have an old one. It's a long shot, but they might. you know, you can at least take it out and borrow it till you got one, but or to at least see if you like it. But I like the 2026 one because it's bigger. It's got colored pictures. So silver's insane. Rip fiat currency though. Yeah. Yep. So of course, right when silver shoots up, the dimes don't give us anything. But, oh well. I want to fill my silver tube by the end of this year, but it's not looking like it's gonna happen at this rate. We'll see. We'll see. And nothing. Whole lot of nothing. That was box 7. Toss it away. Ugh, need a break for a second. What's up, Cody? Nice of you to join us, buddy. Just messing with you. Yeah, you're late. Just a bit. Hope you're doing alright. How's school? I assume that's why. No one in my family likes antiques but me. I don't know how I got into it. I've always loved antiques. Been doing it since I was 6. Hey, never hurts to start early with that. So, never hurts at all. I bought a bunch of BU Mercs when silver dipped to 47. Ooh, nice. Very nice. I like those. But I can't get enough of just hunting the circulated mercury rolls. Can't. I love it. Okay. Box number 8. Box number 8. So I think this is the one that I thought had the ender in it. It doesn't really look silver though. No, it's too dark, so probably not. Our goal is a silver rosy. At least you have a tube. I've never found any silver. Yeah. At least we have that, and we will do an overall recap stream and video or whatever of our entire collection from our first year of doing this. So, that of buying and hunting. So we will have a big stream at the end of the year here. Hopefully we'll do, you know, a bunch of giveaways and stuff and just have some kind of like a Q&A thing, I guess. Not that you guys aren't allowed to ask me whatever questions whenever, but it should be fun, like an end of the year party kind of thing. School is school. What are you gonna do? Should be going on break soon here though, right? Or do they keep you in all the way up till Christmas Eve? I don't know how they do school anymore. It's been so long. You gotten any customer wraps lately? No. I keep asking too. Nobody seems to have them. I've been buying 20 bucks at a time for like 2 years. Still gotta get lucky. Because I mean, I've almost done $2,000 just this week with almost nothing. with no silver, so yeah. I get off into next week. Okay. Well, the end is in sight, and I imagine that's until the new year, so you can do it. Chin up. Probably got midterms and stuff too. That's always fun. Probably hunted about a box worth after all the dimes I've hunted. Then my dad finds a 52 and some pocket change he got from the hardware store. Yep, that'll happen. You gotta be in the right place at the right time. Simple as. Simple as that. Now it's feeling like a little bit of a chore. Not gonna lie. Maybe we'll just grab like 2 boxes of dimes next week. Need a little break. I mean, I'll still have 6 boxes next week of dimes to do because I already put the order in, and I gotta pick them up this week. But yeah. Past the definitely past the hot streak that we found. The gold vein, the silver vein. He always finds stuff and asks me if it's any good. I'm like, yeah, buy it from you. He always says, no, I'll keep it. That's great. My grandparents, they'll let me, before they go to the bank, before they bring all their change to the bank, they'll let me look through it all. And most of the time it's nothing, because, it's just normal pocket change. But a few months ago, they said they were... before they called me, they said Grandpa came home one day. He had gone out on some errands, and like he does every day, he comes home and he empties his pockets into keys and pocket change into a tray on the dresser, and said he put the change in there, walked away, took a shower and all that, and then he's walking by it later. Looks to the side and he's like, that thing looks weird. He goes over to his dish. There's a Indian penny sitting right on top that he had gotten in his change and he didn't notice. So they kept that one. I didn't get to take that one with me, but like, it's alright. At least you guys caught it. I'd rather you keep it. It's a numbers game. Gotta hunt a lot. Yeah. Oh, we're trying. Melt on a dime just hit 450. It's crazy. Yeah. That was 40% melt not that long ago. Yeah, I know. The $half, I remember buying them for $4. They were $5. What are they, like $10 now? $11? For a 40% half? Crazy. Crazy. It's like doubled. Just you wait, Matt, until all the coins I got come in. I got lots of silver to be looking through soon. Whole lot. It's gonna be fun. Goodies? I got goodies. It's supposed to all be tomorrow. If it's not delayed in shipping, which it more than likely will be. I got... for one, first thing first, I bought a small collection. I bought 2 tubes of Washington silver quarters from him. for 720 bucks. I think melt on 2 tubes just hit 900 bucks today. But that deal was locked in. We shook on it. So I'm picking those up hopefully tomorrow night. And then I won some whatnot auctions for the other stuff. I got a mixed tube of silver dimes of Roosevelt's, Mercury's, Barber's, seeded dimes, and some proof. I don't think there are any proof silver dimes in there, but Barber's seeded Roosevelt Mercury mixed tube for 190 bucks. That one was a bit closer to melt, but still under. I also got a same guy. I bought a mixed tube of quarters, Washington Barber seeded Standing Liberty mixed tube with some proof silver quarters mixed in, and that was for $360. And a tube of 90% half dollars for $340, I want to say, of Kennedy's and Benji's. I think there was 1 or 2 Walkers in there. I don't think there were any Barber halves though. But it'll be fun to sort through those, absolutely. That's the reality, Glass. Some people are always in the right place at the right time. Don't worry, it'll be you soon. I haven't gotten a silver coin in pocket change in a long time, so yeah. You get books for all those types. That's I do have to start doing that. You know, if I'm gonna be buying rolls from people, and obviously I'm gonna look through them before I sell them, so I might as well start making books from them, right? Probably should do that. Dang, spending all that wedding money. Nah. Most of the wedding's already done and paid for. We got it all sorted out early, got our deposits down, and actually a lot of it was, most of the wedding was paid for. You know, since we're having such a small wedding, our families are paying for pretty much all of it. Which I think is better, because then we can have good food for a small amount of people, so. I think the photographer was more than the food. But no, don't worry. All the money we're spending is money that is fine. It's all for investment. We've been doing with the new stuff that I've gotten into this year, and not drug dealing. That sounded like a weird way to put it, but with the stuff I've gotten into for hobbies and side gigs and stuff, we're doing pretty good now. So the last year made a big difference on life. So I'm actually going to be buying the building I live in soon too. So we're doing okay. Don't you worry. This is the one I thought might be an ender, but I'm trying to fill a state quarter book, state park quarter book, and a presidential dollar book, a Sacagawea book. I have a state and a park book, but I do not have the other ones. What's up, Dave? Back from last night. Let's do any luck. We're on the box number 8, Dave. I haven't seen a silver. We are about halfway through box 8, and that's it. I did find a proof, though. 1914, San Francisco, yay. And we did pull the proof quarter last night. I don't remember when you were around, if you were here for the quarter or not, but the Colorado proof quarter. Nothing, man. At this point, it's just the chore to get it done. I got so many dimes to bring back to the bank. It's stupid. I'm just hoping for a Rosie to pop out at the end here. Just something. At least make it worth the time. Not that it would be. We're getting rich finding all those war nickels. No, we're doing good. We're doing okay over here. Cursed you, man. I'm sorry. I mean, you know, if we gotta blame somebody, I don't mind. I don't mind. No, it happens. My luck was bound to turn after pulling 2 ounces out of the 2 ounces of silver of dimes in 2 weeks. Can't can't be lucky all the time, right? I mean, it's in the name, but even that has its limits. It's okay. We've been having some good conversation. You know, actually, Dave, these last 2 streams where I haven't found Jack has been the most subs I've gotten in a short period of time in a while. The people love the desperate search for absolutely nothing, I guess. I get less views when I pull an ounce out. Tonight at 5, dime shortage in the Northeast. You and Dave know each other? I mean, I know of Dave. I don't know Dave personally, but friend of the channel, we'll call him. Friend of the channel. I mean, he hunts coins, I hunt coins. Why not be best friends, right? That's my record, though. 8 or 9 box, dime, silver skunk. If I gave up from bad boxes, a lot of stuff I would never found. Oh yeah, no, we're far from giving up. Far from giving up. We're discouraged, sure, but we're not giving up. Because we know the potential that's out there. Just wondering, I've been watching Dave for a long time. Dave's a good guy. That guy makes me look like a novice coin roll hunter, which I am, but I'm saying his speed makes me look like I don't know what I'm doing. And I think I hunt pretty fast, so. Alright, it's another box I gotta get out of here. 1 second. It'll all be over soon. Didn't know he watched other live streams. Well, he at least drops in here. I don't know what's going on with my YouTube thing. It's it's been saying I've had 0 viewers for the last hour now. I don't know, I guess everyone tabs out at the same time when it does the viewer check. Takes me an hour to look through 10 rolls of pennies. That, I do hear you there. Pennies does take me longer to search. Pennies do take me longer to search. I do slow down for pennies, because I am looking for a lot more varieties and stuff like that. Showing 3 for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's weird because there should be like 8 from what I can see here. Minimum 8. But even that's not accurate, so I don't know. Because the participants tab has like 8 people. It probably doesn't count people tabbed out or whatever, but I don't really know. Maybe it's active viewers, whatever. Whatever. Not that it matters. I'm just saying my thing's broken here. Doesn't show me how many people are here. I go slow because I don't have much to look through. Yeah, there you go. Make it last. Man, I'm gonna have to slip a silver dime in here so it looks like I'm finding stuff. You actually look at the coin, Luke just feels them up. Come on, I look at the quarters and the nickels and the pennies. I just don't care about the dimes. They only have one thing I want, which they're not giving me. I can do whatever I want with my dimes. I bought them, I own them. Well, pretty soon we're gonna beat Dave's record here for skunk boxes in a row. Typical male. It's funny you mentioned that because I as a joke the other day I mentioned to Becca, I said I don't know, she said something. I'm like, you know, I have your receipt. I can bring you back to your dad. And I got, the big shocked face. She thought it was funny, but I'm like, I paid full price, but you have a very, you got a money back guarantee, so I'll take you back. She actually said, my dad would not take me back because he would just pretend. He would pretend he never sold you to me. He'd say that it was a cash deal and that he doesn't know me. All sales final. Never seen you before in my life kind of deal, Like she's stuck with you. I reiterate. I think it only makes sense, if everything I own belongs to Becca, that's just how it works, right? It all belongs to the woman. Then the only way that I have that any of my stuff becomes mine after that is by then owning the person. Just makes sense. Does it not? Oh, got buzzed. Made more money, selling more rolls. Sweet. Controversial take, potentially. I don't know. Maybe let her choose what's for dinner. Hey, I never ask because, or I never ask her because she's the one in charge of, making the food, for the most part. I mean, I cook sometimes, but majority of the time it's her, because she buys the groceries. She actually knows what we have. I don't know what we have. I don't know what she buys. I just trust her with the money. And she'll ask me what I want for dinner. I'm like, dude, I don't even know what we have. It's like, you gotta tell me what we got, and then I can make a decision. So she wants me to choose all the time, but I don't even know what we have. So I got the opposite problem. And usually it's a trap when they ask too, because if you give them an answer, they'll say, I don't want that. But but we love them anyway. It's fine. I don't care. First world problems that don't matter. Anyway. My thing also is, like, if I'm hungry, I will eat. If I'm hungry, I'll make myself food. She doesn't like that sometimes, too. You know what I didn't know existed until I started going shopping, like for food and all that? Which, are you gonna be silver? Are you a very worn down clad coin? Dang it, I think you're clad. That is so dumb. I think it's a 5. Yeah, that is not silver. Man. Almost. Yeah, I can see the copper now. Such a trick. Ugh. Such a trick. When does it end? Buffering. We actually, you know, I upgraded my internet now. Now I know that it shouldn't be anything on my end, so apologize if people do still buffer and all that, but I don't think it's anything I can fix. Because my stream, it will absolutely yell at me if the kilobytes per second or whatever the metric is drops below a certain point. It'll tell me when I'm letting out a bad stream. And since I upgraded everything, I've had full green bars ever since, so I tried to make it as nice as I could, but what happens in between my house and your house, I can't control, unfortunately. Mikey's buffering too. I don't know, Deborah. How about you? You're next door. He's doing okay? Oh. All green here. All right. So yeah, it's not us. Next door to who? I'm just making a joke. She lives in Rhode Island, right next to me, in the state next to me. Proverbial neighbor. Canadian? Some kind of... No, it's an American one. I just couldn't see the copper. Oof. Far away from me, yeah. 40 minutes apart, yeah. A stone's throw, you know. Glass is in Mississippi. He down there. Couple hours. Couple, 2, 3. Last roll. This roll will mark officially 8 boxes of skunk. Let's see it. No sympathy, Rosie. Nothing. Nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. I don't know if I want to tell you after you said I'm not going to make 15. Don't worry, Deborah, you won't have to do anything. The Gators will get them first. All right. Oh, that sucked. The good news is we spent $2,000 on 2 Panamanian coins and a proof dime. And a couple hours of our time. Ugh. That sucked, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Alright, we'll do like 5 quarter rolls or something, and then we'll call it for tonight. See if we can't save the stream here. Make yourself feel better, Luke. Get out a bunch of your silver rolls and look at them. We could do that. We can grab out what we found so far in the dimes. That'll make me feel better. Let's do a couple quarters first. This'll work too. Even though this box is... Well, the quarter box is doing okay for us. For the amount we've hunted so far. Already got the proof, the painted. I'm okay with that. Camera. Microscope. There we go. We'll pull out the silver in a minute. It's a good idea. Need some silver therapy. Proven to work better than placebo. Joel and George. Yeah, a little one. Little itty bitty. Nice West Point would be cool. .76 TDO. Be like a dragon hovering over your treasure. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes I'll just pull my silver drawer out and just look at it. And then I'll go to my safe and I'll just open the door and stare at all my bars stacked in there. Sometimes you just want to look, you know? Oh, okay. It says dimes in it. That should be fine. I can mix them. When I get done hunting, it's like, dang, I gotta roll all these. I don't have that problem. Otis dumps them out, hunts them, and then rolls them right away. That way they're already counted out if you don't take any from it. That's how I do my half dollars. Open the roll, check it, back in the roll. If you open them right, you don't even have to use a different roll. You can reuse the same one. I didn't end up making pierogies last night. I think I want to make them tonight. What started off as, hey, that might be a good idea, has become a craving. If I were you, I'd fill bucks and sell them. You can make a lot of money. Put like 20 bucks in on them. You could sell them 50 bucks cheap. Yeah. Yeah. It does end up being a lot of work though too, so. But yeah, I thought about doing full quarter maps and stuff, and which I don't know why people buy. Like the fun of it is supposed to be, you know, making your own. Okay, great. The microscope doesn't work. Let me get rid of that, and I'll just let you know if I find anything good. I'll let you know. Oops. Oops. I always use the same rolls. Can't afford to buy wrappers. Yeah, they ain't cheap. Not free. Go start the water boiling, Luke. It's probably not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do it when I go grab my silver, so it can start warming up while we take a look at what we got this year so far. I wish there was an easy way that I could take over the stream from here and transfer it to my phone so that I can just walk around with it. Because what I have set up now is very much a stationary setup. It's meant to be not meant to be moved around too much. That's a nice quarter. I'm gonna keep that one. I also got to pick out, that's nice Minnesota too. I got to pick out a nice, or some kind of silver for my dad for Christmas. Still got to do that. I want to get him a cool one. He has his pilot's license. He flies his own Cessna. I wanted to get him a pure silver little model plane kind of thing, you know? I think that would be cool. Because he stacks bullion. And there's an extra cactus. I think that would be a cool thing. I don't know where to find that, but I also haven't looked it up yet either, but okie dokie. Why? See if there's anything in here. Just a couple rolls and we'll call it a night. Really hasn't been giving us the quarters that we need to check stuff on, so kind of goes by quick. I did empty out the silver tray not too long ago. You know, it's getting a bunch of ounces in there. I wanted to move them to the safe, so I did that. But the silver tray still has a bunch of 90% in it, so the silver drawer, whatever you want to call it. The die chip. Machine doubling. Take the die chip though. Alright. One more roll. And then we'll take a look at the silver drawer. Oh, this is one of us. One of us. Bunch of ounces. Jeez, man, you're rich. Yeah, not quite. Not quite. You just want to buy over time. I haven't even showed my gold in a little bit, so that stays in the safe. So if anyone's thinking of robbing me, all the good stuff stays in the safe. Good luck. Not that you'd even make it past the front door, but you know. If you don't have drawer slides with ball bearings, then too much weight in a drawer sucks. No, it's just it's solid. It's all solid wood. There's no slides. Just the solid wood drawers. Actually, I think so. Actually, maybe it is. Never mind. Now that I'm thinking about it, that was a lie. I don't have enough to break the drawer. Well, if I put it all in the same drawer, sure. I don't do that. I move stuff to my safe pretty consistently. None of my valuable stuff is left out in my apartment. So that would just be silly. Would not be smart. Alright, I'm gonna put some water on the stove, and I'm gonna bring my silver drawer over here. Alright? Give me 1 minute. Okay. Look out. The silver drawer's here. And you know, back the camera up a bit. Let's see what. Actually, I should be able to have more free reign to do that. See how much of this I can fit on screen. That might work. Let me turn that off. Get that kind of out of the way. That kind of works, right? Sideways. Yeah, no, you're not. Well, the thing is, the your safe is not just in the garage. Like mine is not in the garage. My safe is very much in the middle of my house. You're not getting it out. So and you're definitely not breaking in. You're not getting it out quietly. You're not breaking into it quietly. And I have security. I'm gonna stop right there, but I will know if something's going on. I'll just leave it at that. And there's a how do I put this diplomatically? What's the best way to go about that? Yeah. Let's just say there's a good amount of high velocity negotiation that will be used before we negotiate the sale of my or negotiate the surrender of my safe. Right. Let's leave it at that. The stack. This is not the whole stack. This is not even close to it. But I did go through and I labeled stuff because I wanted to pay attention to. I wanted to keep separated the stuff that we found and the stuff that I bought, and the stuff that I found from the bank, like found in circulation, compared to what I bought. It's just some nice mercury dimes, but I don't have many ounces in here because I cleared them all out. But so I wrote on these, wrong chat, Mabel. I wrote on these the ones that I found got from the bank for face value. So these are the silver halves, the 90% halves. Then I have a 40% half bankroll. So these are ones that, when I go to the bank, I'll peek in their coin trays, and I'll ask them for those rolls or for those coins, and I'll pay face value for them. So this FS is found silver, so this is 90% silver that we found in circulation. Did get a full tube of 40% this year, and a little over a half tube, it looks like. Quarters, not too many. How many we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So we got at least one a month, And then a couple from the bank for 25 cents each. My only dime from the bank is a poor little mercury dime. Really worn out mercury dime. And then the found silver for dimes, this was all in the past 3 weeks. I was hoping to fill this tube today, but didn't end up happening. But there's mercury dimes and stuff in here. And the Canadian dime. Actually, I'll look at that in a second, because there's that cool foreign one I want to take out of there too. Not break into your safe. It's good to know. You could just keep the tally in a ledger and mix everything together. I could do that, but I am clinically insane, and I have to do things the way that my brain is happy looking at them, There's just another tube of silver dimes here, just mercuries in there. There's a half tube of mercuries there. A bunch of quarters. These are my nicer ones, I guess. I don't know. This was stuff that I started collecting early, and then I forgot. I forgot how I organized it. Here's a really wiped barber quarter. A 1907 Denver. How many tubes do you have? These are just the tubes I have in this drawer. I have multiple other mercury dime tubes that aren't even here that I have for sale. And then I'm getting all those tubes in tomorrow, so we're gonna have a lot of stuff to look through. Found a mercury dime in the wild? Yeah, we did. Actually, in glass, if you haven't watched the video that I put out on the channel the other week, we found multiple mercury dimes in the rolls, but this 1923 was in the coin tray at the bank. I asked the teller if I could see it because I saw the silver rim, and I bought it. A bunch of loose ones. Oh, there's a barber dime here. 1906 barber dime. Some $50. There's also foreign silver in here. This one's Venezuelan. It's actually a nice shape. I guess it's a 25-cent silver piece. 83.5% silver, 1960. Smaller than a dime. It's like half dime size. Got a Canadian silver quarter in here. Canadian silver quarter. Canadian silver dime. Some British, or no, that's still Canadian. What was this one? 1924, no, 1945, 5-cent Guatemalan silver. Focus. Focus. There we go. That's 72% silver. Little guy. Found all the... It's found or purchased. It's a mix of that. Definitely didn't find the dollar coins. Those I bought. Not that lucky. Still think these eagle bars are the super cool. I sold the last of these that I had. I kept one for myself. But I like the eagle bars. Got my bag of grams that I do have left. I don't know where the other ones are still. Still looking for them. That one's silver. Some Silvertown ounces. They're kind of toned. This one's cool. It's an owl with a skull in it, I guess. It's a 1/4 ounce. Whoops. I think one of my favorite rounds is this one. It's a 1/2 ounce. Lady Liberty on it. Got all different sizes of that, the gold Indian imitation. That's a tube of nice mercury dimes. These are the bars I purchased most recently. It's the toned Sunshine Mint. Get the blue in there. And I bought the Engelherd. You guys saw these right when I bought them. This one is amazing. The Silver Eagle has some crazy blue. It's got the blue toning ring around it. Nice gold color. I think it looks best on the reverse, but it's a 1986 Silver Eagle. This one's cool design too. Trade ounces. I have a very nice trade ounce, but it's in the safe now. Toned one. Actually, this was the barber half I was talking about. This is a better date. 1898-0. 50 cent. It's like 800,000 of those made or something. Guess I did have a nice Morgan in here. 1898 MS64. I doubt it's a 64. It's probably 62. It's a big scratch in her eye. That eagle's got all its feathers and stuff. A couple other silver pieces. A few Morgans. A couple silver pieces, like there's not silver in here. There's my Standing Liberty quarters. I just got wiped ones though. This one's got a date on it. It's a 27. It's a common date. I don't have any nice ones. A bunch of halves and stuff. This is a proof silver quarter. 1964. It's a proof 66. This one I got for melt value. Same with this one. 1955 Denver. A little bit of color to it. But yeah, that's just what I left in the drawer for now. There's a lot more in my safe and on display. These I picked out of the rolls that I hunt. $1946S mercury dime. Sorry, excuse me, 40? 40S. 46. There was no 46 mercury. I pick out the ones with the nicest bands. This one's a 29. It's an older one. Look at the feathers on mercury, the wings. For 1929, I was happy with that one. Not exactly great bands, but better. But I got these in those circulated rolls that I like to hunt. There's the 42. A little bit of toning on that one. My favorite is going to be the 40S though. The color on this one is pretty cool. for picking out of circulation. So, and then these were all the other nicer mercuries that I'm setting aside. What did this other side look like? That one doesn't look bad either. I like that one. Got all these kind of Spanish silver imitation ones. But, oh, and these were also from the bank. You guys remember that over the summer? I got these for face value from the bank. Silver Eagle for $1. And this is a 96, that's the key date Eagle. It's when the teller had a bag for me. 62 Philly, Franklin, 62 Denver. And the 69, that's the proof 40% silver Kennedy. Helps to be nice to your bank tellers. Really does. Really do like the proof quarters. I do too, yeah. You got Silver Eagle for $1? Yeah, go through my channel and you'll see a short. If you look through the shorts page, there's a short a while back. I don't remember exactly when, but when I went to the bank to turn in my coins, the bank teller said, "Hey Luke, I got a bag for you." Someone came in and dumped off all that stuff, and I guess somebody died or whatever, I don't know, or they didn't know what it was. The teller recognized that there was some different stuff in it, so she held on to it for me. And when I came in, she said, "Hey, I saved all this for you. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want it." I'm trying to find it for you. Trying to find the short. I don't know. I don't think I made a video. Don't know if I made a video on it, but I definitely... Oh, I think I found it. Was it this one? No, that was something else. This one? No, that was something else. I'm looking for it for you. It might have been this one, actually. That was the proof haul and some of the Kennedys. No, not that one. I think it was... Might have been this one. Was it this one? The $3? Oh, yep, I found it. Okay. I found it. So, we're gonna end the stream here in a minute. Just you can click on this next. That link will bring you to the short. But yes, we got a Silver Eagle for $1. Relic, we're just looking at the silver drawer right now. Yep. Since we didn't find any silver dimes, I have to console myself with the treasure drawer. This is not all of our silver. It's just what's in the drawer right now. So that's what we got. But yeah, if you want to check out that link, that'll explain where a good chunk of this bank silver came from for face value. But yes, I got the key date 1996 Silver Eagle from the bank for $1. Because they're backed by the government for $1. They're considered a silver dollar still. So the bank will buy it for $1. And they sold it to me for $1. So now that's a free $62 I got from them pretty much. Posted the hat with half with your favorite bird. Thanks. Oh, nice. That's a nice $50. Wow. I love that eagle. It's such a good eagle. Nice one, Crummy. I like that. But yeah, so that's where we're sitting now. And then the rest of all my silver stack, like my serious ounces, are in bars, are all in the safe. But this is kind of the holding pen for the stuff before it goes into the safe. And then we got a bunch more rolls of silver that aren't out here. They're for sale, so they're kept elsewhere. But anyway, my water's boiling, ready to make pierogies. So thanks for hanging out with me, guys. I really appreciate it. And by the way, at the end of the year, we're going to do a whole live stream where we go through the entire collection. So this is just a fraction of it at the moment, but not bad for 1 year, though. So we're going to call it for tonight. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow night. More than likely, it might have to be in the weekend, but we'll see what happens. But the pierogies are calling me. I'm going to go make those. Hope you all have a good night, and I will see you soon. Take care, and go watch the short I just posted in the feed there. If you missed the good bank haul, here's the link again. Go watch that. Give it some more attention. So have a good night, guys. I'll see you soon. Have a good week. Take care. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.